Dear you, take your hands off the steering wheel for just 1 second. It is me. I am speaking to you from a quiet, unpredictable corner of your past, from a time before you decided that you had to micromanage the entire universe just to feel safe. I am watching you right now. You are sitting in the glow of multiple screens, constantly refreshing the data. You are checking the predictive weather models, reviewing your meticulously color-coded calendar, and mentally rehearsing a conversation you are going to have 3 days from now. You have contingency plans for your contingency plans. You are trying to mathematically calculate the exact trajectory of your career, your relationships, and your health. So, why does your jaw ache with so much unspoken tension? You are suffering from a quiet, devastating neurosis of the modern age, the absolute terror of the unknown. You live in 2026, a hyper-advanced American era where artificial intelligence can predict almost every variable of human existence. The algorithms tell you what traffic will look like, what your genetic predispositions are, and exactly what media will keep you entertained. Society has convinced you that uncertainty is no longer a natural part of life. It is a fatal error in your code. You have absorbed the toxic, exhausting belief that if you just plan hard enough, if you just anticipate every single threat, you can somehow outsmart destiny. But I know the crushing, unbearable weight of what you are doing. You are carrying the world on your shoulders, and you are terrified to blink. Every night, you lie awake, playing a grueling game of chess with the future. You imagine the worst-case scenarios. You script out the arguments. You try to control the perception that other people have of you, carefully editing your words so that no one can ever misunderstand your intentions. You think you are being responsible. You tell yourself, I am just a prepared person. I am highly organized. But look at what this desperate grip for control has done to your spirit. You treat a sudden change of plans not as an adventure, but as a personal attack. If a flight is delayed, if a project goes sideways, or if someone reacts in a way you did not anticipate, your entire nervous system goes into shock. You immediately blame yourself. You whisper in the dark, I should have seen this coming. I should have planned better. You take personal responsibility for the chaotic, random spin of the earth. Do you realize how incredibly arrogant and how incredibly tragic your anxiety has become? You actually believe you have the power to control the wind, and you punish yourself every time it blows in the wrong direction. This obsession with certainty is squeezing the absolute life out of your reality. When you try to script a relationship, it ceases to be a romance. It becomes a hostage situation. When you rigidly schedule every single minute of a vacation, it stops being a joy. It becomes a military operation. You are so fixated on ensuring that everything goes exactly according to the blueprint that you have completely forgotten how to actually experience the building. You are terrified of surprises. You have built a massive, impenetrable dam to hold back the unpredictable river of life. But the water is rising. The pressure is building against the concrete, and you are standing there, exhausted, desperately, trying to plug the tiny leaks with your own bare hands. You feel weak. You feel completely burnt out. But you are not tired from living. You are tired from constantly fighting the inescapable reality that you are a mortal human being in a wildly unpredictable universe. You think that giving up control means surrendering to disaster. You think that if you stop worrying, the sky will immediately fall. But the sky is not resting on your shoulders. The world was spinning beautifully before you started keeping track of it, and it will keep spinning long after you let it go. You are a prisoner in a perfectly organized, highly predictable cell of your own making, and you are holding the key in your tightly clenched fist. Look down at your hands. Slowly, very slowly, open your tightly clenched fists. Watch the imaginary steering wheel simply dissolve into thin air. Feel the immediate, breathtaking rush of relief wash over your exhausted shoulders. I am asking you to do something incredibly brave today. I am asking you to surrender. Surrender is not a defeat. Surrender is not throwing your hands up and giving up on your beautiful life. Surrender is the ultimate, magnificent realization that you do not need to control the river because you finally know how to swim. It is time to let the universe be messy. It is time to let the plot twists happen without your prior written consent. Give yourself the radical, profound permission to be completely unbothered by the sudden changes in the weather. When the plan falls apart, when the unexpected text arrives, when the trajectory of your week suddenly shifts, do not brace for impact. Lean into it. You are so incredibly resilient. You have survived every single bad day you have ever had, and you did not survive them because you planned for them perfectly. You survived them because your spirit is wildly adaptable, intensely creative, and brilliantly strong in the face of the unknown. You do not need a map for a journey that is meant to be an adventure. I want you to intentionally invite the glorious unknown back into your life today. Go somewhere without looking at the directions. Start a conversation without knowing exactly how it will end. Allow the people you love to surprise you, and allow yourself the grace to be completely unprepared. There is an absolute, breathtaking magic in the things we cannot control. The greatest loves of your life, the most beautiful serendipities, the moments of profound, tear-jerking joy, they will never arrive on a schedule. They will always catch you completely off guard. But you have to be willing to be caught. Drop the heavy clipboard. Step Step out of the control room. The absolute best parts of your story are the chapters you could not have possibly written yourself. Trust yourself. Trust the chaotic, beautiful unfolding of your life. The unknown is not an enemy hiding in the dark. It is a canvas waiting for your unscripted masterpiece. I am right here, standing with you in the beautiful uncertainty. Now, breathe. Go let yourself be wonderfully surprised by today.